Okay, we need to have a heart to heart. I'm gonna need you, if you're trying to film videos and be on YouTube and look all professional, to stop filming videos with your selfie camera slash your webcam, okay? I'm gonna need you to make me that promise. I'm gonna explain why, but this is where it stops. We've got to have better quality than that, okay? Hey, howdy, hey, y'all. What is up? If you're new here, my name's Jessica Stansberry, and I am pumped that you are here. Now, listen, I don't need this message misconstrued. I don't need you to think I'm saying something that I'm not. I am not saying you have to have insane, expensive, like top of the line gear to be a YouTuber. And I actually will sit here all day long and tell you, if you want to start a YouTube channel, you need to use what you have. You need to use your phone that's in your pocket. You need to just get started. So why am I telling you not to use the selfie camera on your phone slash your webcam? Well, it's easy. They're junk. They're like literal junk. Okay, so I do YouTube audits. By the way, if you ever want your channel audited by moi, there is a link always in the description of my videos to do that. But I do these channel audits, and what happens is someone will book the audit, they will give me the URL to their channel, and then I will like film a video auditing their channel. And so many of the times I'm like, why is this so blurry? This person has got to be filming with a webcam or the front-facing camera of their phone. And it's so noticeable, and of course it's noticeable to someone like me who understands like camera sensors and megapixels and like all the things, right? But what's really interesting is that studies have shown that if your audio quality or your video quality is subpar compared to everybody else that someone else is watching or listening to, people, even like people who couldn't tell you why they don't like your channel or couldn't tell you why they don't like your videos, will leave. So what's happening is when like viewer person is watching all of these channels, and they're watching all of these channels that are filming in at least 1080p and are filming with a decent camera to where like the eyeballs are clear and things like that, and then they come over to your channel and you may be filming in 1080p, but it's with a webcam, so there's like a lot of blur and graininess, or with your selfie camera with the same thing. They may not be able to be like, I know exactly why I didn't like this channel. That may not be what they can do, but they are going to be able to say something about this channel made me want to stop watching. And so it would behoove us, is that the right word? Behoove, or is it behoove? I don't know. We're going to leave it there. It would benefit us to film with the best quality thing we have available. Now, I'm going to put up a split screen here of recording on the selfie camera of my phone and my good 4K camera, and you can tell the difference. Like, I'm going to zoom in to my eyeball and show you the difference in what you're getting. There's no difference in anything else other than the camera being used. Now I want to show you a comparison of my big 4K camera and the rear-facing camera on my phone, which is the one you would point to children or someone else, not the selfie camera. Now you're seeing the difference in the rear-facing camera and my 4K camera, and hopefully you can tell the difference in the two cameras. I'll even put a split screen here of the actual video on the rear-facing camera of my iPhone and then the selfie camera that I just took a second ago, because I need you to see why there's a difference. And here's the thing. That's all it takes. I'm not asking you to go and buy millions of dollars worth of equipment or even a $500 camera. I don't care, and that's not important. But just flipping your phone around and using the rear-facing camera is going to make such a difference. Now, webcams like this one are even less quality than the selfie camera on your phone. Now, this is a really interesting conversation because this is one of my favorite webcams, and I will recommend this. It is on my like recommended pages on Amazon. I will recommend this if you're like, I need a webcam that's better quality than the one that's built into my computer. I will tell you all day long to go get this one because it's pretty inexpensive. I think it's like 60 bucks, and it is an absolutely great quality webcam. But you're really going to see the difference there in webcam activities. Does that make sense? Like, if you show up to Zoom with this camera versus just the one built into your computer, people are going to notice. But if you film a YouTube video, yes, this is better than the one built into your computer, but it is still not as good as the rear-facing camera on your phone, your iPhone, your whatever. And the reason is, even though this is filming in 1080p or your selfie camera is filming in 1080p, the sensor sizes and the megapixel sizes are just so much smaller. You are filming with a much smaller sensor than you are in those rear-facing cameras, and therefore just getting worse results. So, what are you supposed to do? Because I know the question, if you're filming with your webcam or your selfie camera on your phone, I know exactly what question you're thinking. I know exactly which one it is. I do, because I know you, I am you, I've been you, okay? And you're thinking, but Jessica, how do I see myself when I film? Right? And I get that. That is a valid question. But nonetheless, if you're filming with this rear-facing camera on your phone, you're not going to be able to see yourself. So, for instance, to film the little segment I filmed a second ago where I was like, this is me on my rear-facing camera, blah, blah, blah. When I filmed on my selfie camera, I could see myself fine. Filming on my rear camera, this is what was facing me. So I have this little like phone tripod, which by the way is the best one. I will make sure it's linked in the description. But this is how the phone was facing me. I honestly couldn't tell if I was in frame or not. So what I did for that particular clip was that I did a test shot to make sure I was in frame, and then I just made sure I didn't move anything, right? But if you're someone who really needs to see yourself, your iWatch, if you have one, allows you to see what the camera of your phone is seeing. So you could like strap your iWatch like around your phone and be able to see in a small screen what your camera's phone is seeing so that you can tell whether you're in frame or whatever, right? So that's one option. The other option is to even get like an external monitor or like camera monitor, like the smaller ones that you could hook into your phone and then set up somewhere around you so you could see. And then the third option, honestly, is to put a mirror behind the phone, because at that point then you can see what is going on the back end of that. Now, for this tripod I've got, I couldn't see anything with a mirror if I tried because it's like completely blocked out. So if you're gonna do that, make sure you get a tripod that like leaves that screen space open, so if you put a mirror behind it, you'll be able to see. So that's the solution if you're like, okay, I believe you, but I want to keep still using my phone because I don't want to spend extra money on a camera. That is your solution. Now, if you do want to upgrade, I do not recommend you go spend $1 million. I really don't. You just need a mirrorless camera that's going to do a good job. I would highly recommend the Sony ZV-1 because it is a great quality camera. It has like a blurry background feature so that like you can get this like blurry background kind of thing from this camera, even though it doesn't have the lens that's compatible with that, because it like digitally blurs the background. It also has like a face blurring or like filtering feature, which I actually really like. It's not unnatural. I do not like filters that like make anybody look unnatural at all. So it's a really, really good camera, and it's like $700. So it is kind of expensive, but it would be like one of the next upgrades. But honestly, y'all, your phone is gonna do a very good job. It really is. Just use the rear facing camera and you'll be fine. Okay, so that is it for this little soapbox moment that I had. If you have any questions about anything I said, make sure you hit me up in the comments below. And until next time, bye y'all.